We've seen the US be a very transactional partner in its foreign policy approach recently, and at times it's been accused of being an outright untrustworthy partner. Can and should Ukraine rely on the US for security guarantees?
Yes, absolutely. And I think that the Ukrainian leadership recognized the need to have US security guarantees first and foremost. So the very fact that they did not go for European security guarantees, first and foremost, but try to ensure that the Americans are involved militarily. There will be a military presence, there will be a perpetual military aid. And yes, of course, it's not going to be about NATO membership, but in this case, it doesn't matter really, because Ukraine will be actually invited to join the European Union, the common market. It's already the strongest European army on the old continent. It has already created interoperability with the Americans, with the American defense system. So in that way, I mean, this was certainly the wisest decision on behalf of the Ukrainian leadership to go after the security guarantees. And the security guarantees are strengthening the Ukrainian position in the negotiations, because you have to look at it from both perspectives. On the one hand, the Americans have weakened the Russian geoeconomic position because the sanctions that they have imposed and threat with secondary sanctions. This is certainly working and is decimating the revenues from oil and gas. And now that the Americans, together with their allies, have decimated also key partners and allies of Russia, think of the weakened, Iranian support. Think of also the problems that China is facing right now. Think of Venezuela, where Russia had a very, very strong position for its shadow fleet. I mean, you get the idea. The Russians are really being squeezed economically. And, this combination of strengthening the Ukrainian position and weakening the Russian position, so they both come to the negotiation table, I think is really the intersection point that is going to result in something meaningful.